Wednesday from the bench. So we think he's Dominic Szoboszlai starting on the right side of those front three.
Okay, that's me live.
Will be leading the line with
Live. 4 people watching. There we go. Are these dropped out again? He's dropping in it all the time. There's something else dropping, beeping and not beeping and beeping and not beeping and beeping and not. See these. I have no idea what these are doing. Hello, can you lot hear me? You know, I'm getting rid of these. These are a pain in the backside. These. See, Windows machines, man. Can you see this? That are on. There's a few people, 20 on. There's a few on. John can't make it because his internet's been weird, and so's mine. Always remember where I live. Being in Thailand, sometimes things don't quite go like you want them to. Electricity and all that. As especially with them, I watched. It had started well, then it just went. Bleh. They're in the driving seat, shall we say? All right, Baz. Baz, do you want to come on? How did I send that to you? Hang on a minute. Bazzy, aye, Bazzy. There's a link if you want to come on. Anyone? But aye, good. I'm all right. The game's now kind of. There's a lot of pressure on us now. I mean, there was always going to be pressure, but with Celtic play, and they did play pretty well. I'm going to watch the Man United game for the second half. I'm pretty sure if it's good, you can hear us. Aye, Baz, if you want to come on, Baz, come on, please do. I'm good, Steph. As usual, we're out the day driving about to do my thing, and never learn. All these years living in the heat, my thighs are done as well from driving with the motorbike. They call them, it's a scooter, but they call them motorbikes here. But yeah, this game's going to be a lot of pressure now. The team, Asgard starting. You know what I mean? But the thing is, right, for all we're going to Asgard. Save pictures. You know, Butland, Tavernier, Dijon, Fernandez, Aranzu, Raskin, Connor Barron starting, Asgard, Ant-Man, Benjamin, and Miovski. That's all right, but yeah, no, that's fine, Baz. I know. Anyone else, the links here, jump in. Hopefully, wee Tam's here soon. Wee Tammy's random at times, but no, I mean, not at all. Just win the day now. You know, it's my body parts are giving me. There's tweaks going here and there, shall we say? And those two bloody cats, Ronnie and Reggie, are jumping about. When I put my hand over the side there. But the Arsenal Chelsea game, that was some of you were Chelsea Arsenal, you know. But Rangers. We've got a. Do you know what? I'm changing rooms. Right? I'm going because I had my laptop set up in my living room, but Celtic ain't losing. You know what I mean? Celtic, they're not losing now, so I will move to the office. Hello, cat. Yeah. You're one of them. I'll get into the office. Just give me a wee second to set up. And the one thing about Thailand with my wife, everything gets unplugged and it's not getting used. So I'm here. Fan, I'll stick on for the moment. I just setting myself up, people. That fan's quite. We've not really needed to use air conditioning a lot. Just let me run and get my water. Come on. That's me. But Jordan's going to go on. But the thing is, let's see, I'm moaning about a bit moany, but the Thailand at times the electricity and that, but the internet dropped out. I fancy Chelsea today. I mean, like, Arsenal's my English team, but we'll see. I know the Curtis one's a weird one, but it's, I don't know. I'm the same as I've been told. It doesn't got him and the manager don't see eye to eye. It's not in a bad, nasty way. They just don't see eye to eye. But yeah, I'm firmly in this one, but as I'm firmly in that one, But again, the argument's always going to be he's got his winning league games. So, but the thing is. Oh, but that's four. Was it 4 league games, 4 wins? The things I'm one of these people. I go with the law of averages at times, and you're like, God, am I going to balls this one up? But who knows, man? Who knows? We won't, but we'll win. We'll win. He's got a winning mentality put into his. I'm sorry for being rude. I'll use a little term with him scoring anyway. I was going to put. Yeah. Where was it? Europe, who cares? I mean, I don't mean that as flippant as it sounds. Oh, I need to set up my light. That's it, innit? Hang on. Because I've been in it hair and makeup and all that beforehand, so all good. There we go. I know what you mean. Ryan. It's kind of, but yeah. Still no Curtis or Cameron. I know. I'm glad. Gary. I'm like you. I don't mind Chelsea either. You know. I mean, I don't really sleep with either. If Arsenal or Chelsea win, and out of the two teams, I've been to Stamford Bridge way more than Highbury. I've never been to the Emirates, but more than Highbury. But that should be a belter of a game. The thing about Chelsea is they're just plodding along there quite quietly. You know, I thought you might have been down at it, Gary, but yeah. Yeah, I know. But the thing is, Colin, this is exactly what the manager said we would do. You know. I know. It is, but again, I know it's an easy out for me to say this, but the manager knows. The manager knows. Give me a second then. The thing is, like, if you've watched my video the other day, I was kind of, for some, I just had it like Celtic were going to lose the day. I mean, they're still good, but they're not going to. But because I've started well, but a lot of pressure on us now, a lot of pressures and all that on us now, a lot of mags. I know. There's that as well. I'm assuming you're talking, Alan. You're talking about me, Finn Curtis. I know. That logo's a belter, and see with the logo, is it a tiny bit too dark. That's I kind of thought it's a teeny bit too dark. I'm just looking at it now, but the thing is, because I'm verified, Facebook don't like you changing it all the time because that took 2 or 3 days for them to approve it. Whereas in the past, I could change it like that and it would change right away. But I know that's there's Tam. Here's a wee man. There's Tam.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Tam. How are we doing, sir? Well, I'm going to actually try.
A bit hungover, but I'm good.
Say again, Tam.
Wee bit hungover, but all
You're
good.
hungover, man. I think I've posted. I went to my local derby last night with lads, and I met a lad off the page as well. William and his family, brilliant man.
Can't hear you now.
That puts that to bed. That's it. That's my headphones for DJing. but yeah. I mean, all we want to do is win. I mean, it's a cliche and all that, but that's all. Just win, Rangers, please win, and we'll be quite happy.
I've not even seen the team yet.
Oh, okay. I'll read it out to you, Tam. Right. Butland, Tavernier, Deja, Fernandez, Aarons, Raskin, Barron, Asgard, Ant-Man, Berjami, Miovski.
Christ on a bike.
I'm going to try these headphones again. They were being because what I think they were doing. I think they were trying to link up to the telly as well. Give me a second. Right. Oh, I hear you right away, Tam.
Aye, sorted then.
Ah, right, good. Excuse me. Cheers.
Not 100% what I think about that team, if I'm honest.
I know. It's a cold one. Look what I've done the day again. Burnt, and I did because I naturally put it in my face, and my thighs are not from driving around the bloody motorbike. Oh well, tough to the top, isn't it?
It's good to see Barron get a start. But Bayrami, I mean, we'll see what happens with him. He's not been good so far for us, but today could be his time. But Taylor Asgard, I don't see the point.
I know. The thing is, see when we signed him, and I mean, when we look at the YouTube videos, man, Tam, they could make Stephen Hawking look good. You know, I mean, they could make him look like Ronaldinho. You know what I mean on YouTube. But I've got hope for. The thing is, I think you do see you have seen flashes. You have seen flashes, great passes and stuff like that. But it's not enough. He's like half a yard too slow. And I think he's one of them guys, he'll leave us, go to Spain, Italy, or back to our Nordic country and be fantastic. So here's me, Tam, Baz. There's our Baz.
The bench, don't get me wrong, the bench does look strong. And that's something we might need to use. But good to see if Dujon Stelling can get on the puck, even if it's just for 10 minutes. I probably would have started Big Oma today, if I'm honest, over Max Aarons.
I know.
And I probably would have used Cameron. Would have used Lyle Cameron. The boy needs that run of games.
It does. But look, I mean, the gaffer, he said something along the lines like he doesn't see players as subs; he sees them as impact players. Maybe that's him just playing to the crowd around a bit way. But there might be a method in the madness, you know what I mean? Because he's not scared to change after 45 minutes. We've seen him do that. Remember, we've seen him change a team after 45 minutes. In the past, I'm talking even before 9 in a row and all that. I mean, us old farts will remember. changing at half time was very normal, whereas now it's a sort of like 55, 65 minute that they do it in it, you know. But,
It's like giving.
oh, right,
giving
sorry.
players
Yeah.
10, it's like giving players 10, 15 after half time to go out and do whatever the changes have been made at half time. So Paul says we're going to play more compact. Give them 10 minutes, and if we're not doing that, then a change will be made.
Yeah, I know. It's interesting. Like, I keep saying this as well. I should watch more Scottish football, but I don't. You know what I mean? But lads say that the best Falkirk are actually not a bad wee team at the moment, by all accounts.
They aren't bad. I've seen some of the highlights and stuff for them. They look all right, to be fair. They're not a team to be written off anyway.
Right.
I watched some of the games from yesterday. I watched the Hearts game. They are capitulating. They don't have the spark.
No, it's as in Celtic. Like, I mean, I woke up this morning, a bit of a hang-up. Like, I went to the local derby last night. I've watched that YouTube vid, Tam. You probably quite like it. It's more, of what I was told from the lads, I can't video too much of the game because you get strike. You know what I mean? Because the equivalent of Sky in Asia might get me into trouble, should I say. But the atmosphere was brilliant and it was good.
I was looking for the game yesterday on YouTube. I was looking for the game while it was on, couldn't find it.
No, it wasn't. It was on in Thailand, but I think it's a regional thing. You know, it was a good game of football. Like I say, it would probably be like a. We were all talking about it. It's probably not English Championship level, but it's sort of mid-table English. First of not Championship, the one below that, whatever it's called. But it was good. We enjoyed it. It was a good crack, you know. Aye, that was it. But, yeah, look, Martin says here, let's gob somebody.
Right, we need to. We thought Livingston was going to be the team we would gob. We haven't. So. Aye,
but I know. My choice for pre-match food yesterday was worms, crickets, and all that stuff. The thing is, there was a Geordie lad came. What was his name? Gary. I met him in the pub the night before. He comes out for a few months. He went and it was a right good crack. And I met Big Bill William off the page. He came to with his family, so it was a good day. We all ended up in my local and got pretty full. And there's the wife, and she's Apple. Give me one more of those that apple thing. It's not apple, but it's nice. This thing, it's a fruit I've never tried before. Give me one more, please. But yeah, but I've got confidence in me. Can I get one more? The orange. Remember the one you just gave me? Oh. Yeah, I just get a wee cold, the poor bugger. Please, yeah. But aye. But listen, it's Ibrox. We should win. You know, even playing poorly. The thing is, for even with Martin here, we've still not lost in the league. Martin was on draws, wasn't he? But that's the thing. I'm a law of averages person. You know,
didn't we lose to Hearts?
I can't remember, man. Did we? Thank you. So these things, quite nice, like grapefruit. Yeah. Actually, you can hear me eating, and the last thing people want to do is listen to me eat. Sorry, but yeah, I'm looking forward to it. But I've got a bit of nerves here. Is it?
We shouldn't be nervous about a game against Falkirk, but the way we're going, well.
Yes, yeah. I mean, like that. I was watching that Hibs game there. The Hibs started well. They missed us a bit of a sitter. Then Celtic just do what they do. They know how to win. And under Martin O'Neill knows how to get them going. But I've noticed this new managers take his time to come in. But who cares? That's none of our business. I don't want to go down that road. But I'm going to try and predict. I'm going to just stick on the page now. Predictions. What's your predictions for the score, Tam?
2-0.
Yeah, is that what
2-0. That's what I'm
I'm going. Right, I'm going. Since I've started typing this, I've changed my mind 74 times. I'm going 3-1 Rangers.
Aye.
Aye. I'm going 3-1. Aye. I'm going 3-1. I think that'll be a result.
To be fair, Falkirk, they have a good striker. They've got Brian Graham that used to play Partick Thistle. He always guards a goal whenever he plays.
Aye. See, I mean, these are the guys I just hope that whoever's coming in looks at. You know, look, we've cried about all the time about who can comment in your posts, established followers. I'm just changing the setup so the Morlocks can't post. I'm going 3-1 Rangers. 3-1.
3-1.
Just. Aye.
There is every chance they'll score.
Yeah, there is.
Let me see. I'm just having a look at the league fixtures to see if we did lose any.
I think we did lose the Hearts. A gentleman posted it 3-1 2-0. Oh, Hibs back in it. Okay. Because I was sitting through in the living room's next door, obviously, but because somebody just bollocked me, and rightly so. I jump about too much. That's something I need to stop doing. So if I was through there doing that, aye. So Hibs have scored.
We lost 2-0 to Hearts at Ibrox.
Mm-hmm. Okay, there we go. Man United have scored. All right. I'm just going to change my notifications thing on my phone. Give me, like I say, I don't like doing this when I'm talking to people going on my phone, because I'll just change it to list. Because I'm on here to talk to you people and the wee man. Aye. Well, Hibs have pulled one back, and it was what's his chops? It was Brendan Rodgers said the most dangerous score in football is 2-1. And I think he says that from a team that's leading, you know. Listen, you see if I put up that post yesterday, that kind of inspirational post for the John Lindstrom night. Remember, John Lindstrom's the best on earth, but a part of that was the loudest Ibrox ever been. You know, because it does give people a lift. And somebody says that we're years away from that. Tam, we're 3 games away from that. If the results go the right way, you know what I mean? I'm not talking that atmosphere, but Ibrox, somewhere loyal all of a sudden not need to get to their work or their bus so quickly. You know what I mean? you know, Ibrox will be bouncing. Because look, Ian Crocker said that the Hibs game has been a strange season, and it is.
It's been weird. It's not how any of us probably thought before the season how it would go.
I know. The thing is, Tam, and see from an outsider, see people that say the Scottish League's crap and all that. It is. It's a kind of, if you're a neutral watching, then this is probably quite. Let's pay attention to what's happening in Scotland, especially if Hibs can pull one back now. You know, another one take it. I've see all the years I've been out here, man. I've never even tried them once. You know, it's just not for me.
Never know, like
Say again.
Might be tasty.
It's not that tap. They are good for you because they're full of protein. But my problem was you'd need to. I'd need to be a lot closer to the toilet than I was, if you know what I mean. Because I think they do disturb you. And the last place you want to have the screaming abdabs is in a football stadium. You know. Yeah, and he's getting it right. Like, Rowe won't admit this. He'll never say this. I don't think he's that fussed about Europe. You know, it's a league. You know, and don't get me wrong, there isn't a Rangers man on this earth, and I include Mr. Rowe in that position, that wants to lose a game, but priority is a league. You know, and the owner. How brutal was that sacking, by the way? You know what I mean? The guy flew in a plane. You know what I mean? Beat it. Let's go for a fish and chips. You know, he went for a Blue Lagoon chippy with Danny Rowe. Well, I think it'll be more than that, but he will have flown in. But I mean, that's a different level. You know, and that he did fly in an EasyJet. That'll have been a private jet area flown in. I'm sure the 49ers have got more than one private jet. But it was.
They've probably got the more than likely got a big commercial airliner that they use for the team, for their American football team. They'll use fly a bit, so there's more than likely getting their own jets as well.
Okay, and it's easy enough that if he's in Philadelphia, so New York's just down the road, is to hire a private jet. They'll have an account with NetJets or something like that. You know that it would not be difficult for them.
He'll go to if he goes to New York, JFK straight away. If he's in Florida, he'll go to Van Nuys. He'll go any airport he can get a plane, basically.
But these guys operate a private airports that we never even hear of. But I'm looking forward to this game. Like, have you got Hibs game on in front of you?
I've not got the actual game on. I've got the score up.
I've got live score on. 4-1 the Rangers. Listen, I say 4-1 would be a right good result. It's a statement. That's a statement result as well. I mean, I would like it to be 4-0, that we don't lose a goal, but with that defence, you know. But I mean, I just hope that we start pinging balls over the top for Miovski, you know, because that's his thing, isn't it? You know, excuse me for moving.
That's how he latches on.
Aye. So
that's how he latches on.
So, and I'm sure Rangers have been practicing all that and training and all that. So, aye. Shamiti's not even on the bench. It may right. There's two things here. You might be injured, or it might be that Rangers have just said to my thing, listen, go take a break for a week or two. You know, I mean, sometimes a reset like that is good.
Before the European game, it was rumoured that he was injured. Apparently, he played for it, so maybe it's just aggravated it a bit, and now he's having to take that break.
Aye. And hopefully there's sorry for using my phone again. Where is that?
I'm just setting up my
yeah,
totally legal ways of viewing the game.
Yeah, me too. I've got the same one for it. Yeah, and it's in 11 minutes. Oh man, you have scored. 11 minutes is to be applause. This young lady, 11-year-old daughter, passed away. Geez, Olivia. But I'm pretty sure Ibrox will applaud in the 11th minute. And I tell you what, so will the Falkirk fans. You know, there's
they will.
With stuff like that, it doesn't matter. And yeah, I mean, and any team that would be Ibrox, bar one who play in red, would do. Even Celtic fans would probably applaud. But yes, Aberdeen fans would probably.
It's been shared far and wide.
Yes, it has.
So hopefully.
It has. What's your views on the strip thing when people with the cardboard sting up saying, "Can I get your strip?"
Okay, I've got two views on it. If it's a fully grown man, like a fully grown man that has a wean and all that, then nah, that's wrong. If it's a kid, and I'm talking between the age of maybe 5 and 13, 14, I don't see an issue with that.
I suppose. Aye.
If it's anyone older than that, I don't mind. See if it's after the game and you're standing outside the Copeland, the players are coming out and say, "Here, any chance to get the shot?" I don't mind that. But if you're in the stadium holding up the cardboard and all that, an adult.
I know, because there was a post on Follow. I mean, Follow banned me ages ago. I like Big Mark, but there was a guy went on to Follow, an adult, and he was. I can't remember which player it was. He said, "Today I'm disgusted. I held the cardboard up, saying to, let's say it was Tavernier, can I get your shirt, please, and all this." And he was saying, it was one of these guys saying, "I pay your wages and all this. Why shouldn't I get your shirt?" I was like, "Come on, mate." And I did reply to him, and he blocked me. But I mean, there is. It's because look, when the Open was on in Troon, all the big names, Rory and all that, they know who the guys that are getting the autograph to sell on eBay. And they won't sign it for the kids, like, you know, for the guys. But yeah, but I'm looking forward to this game now. I'm twitching with it as well. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, come on, Rangers, man, you've got to.
I'm just waiting.
I mean, I'm just glad it's at Ibrox. I'm just glad. I mean, it's an obvious thing to say, Tam, but I'm just glad that the game is at Ibrox, and yeah, there's no reason why. Aye. So what we'll do, Tam? What time does the game? It doesn't matter what time. We'll probably come on after the game, Tam, even if we get beat. But if I don't come on, because I've had late nights. No, listen, I'll be on after. I'll come on after the game, And if for a few, I might even come on the last few minutes of the game. The problem with the last few minutes of the game is I'm about 2 minutes behind you, so that kind of messes up the equilibrium. I can't equilibrium. Where the hell did I get that word from?
I just thought that held you say.
I know, man. No, the biggest one you hear me say is normally the cat that's just come in here. I think at bed when I go to bed at night, it's fighting me in the bed because it's a big suck to the wife. But anyway. But at that team, I say you've just got to trust Danny Rowe. Danny Rowe hasn't given me one solid reason not to trust him yet. The European games, I think it's a pass.
Aye, I think it's no his team. He's playing with using player that he shouldn't have to deal with. So he gets a pass for any European game. I think league games is completely different. He doesn't get a pass for anything.
And he's won.
And I don't think he'd. I don't think he'd want a pass for any league game either.
No, not at all.
He knows what it means. So even an old firm, he doesn't get a pass for that.
God's sake, no.
Any game we play.
No, he'll be right up for that game as well. And it comes back to the Danny Rowe and the owners. They're obviously working in it. They obviously align. The stars align with them. The fact that the way I picked up, Danny Rowe was told the day before, I'm flying in tomorrow. I'm sacking these guys because of what you've. And listen, they get rid of him because of him. He said, "I can't work with these guys," And then he went for a sit down meal. That'll have been a private meal somewhere, just the two of them. I know that's the thing about that. See what. All right. There's John. Right, no worries, John. We'll catch you next time, John. I know, John, and that was the one, not one, but that was a player I thought, yeah, because he can take free kicks, he can do corners, and he's just, and obviously he's somebody that won't be here next year because Danny Rowe doesn't fancy him. Is he even on the bench today?
Don't think he is, no.
The subs are Kelly, Nisla, Magoma, Sterling, Dimonde, Cameron, Curtis, Gazman, Daniel. He's not even on the bench. He's gone, and it's a strange one. The thing is, we never saw him play in the position we thought he was to play. It was a forward-thinking number 8, and we never saw him once do that. The Pig and Whistle, it's always a great name for a pub, man. There's a pub in Pattaya called the Pig and Whistle. Jimmy White used to own it. It's gone now. Jimmy White, the snooker player, used to own it like a shareholder. He's actually in Pattaya now. You know what? I might go on a bender tomorrow up there. Actually, you're putting ideas in my head for some reason, Tab. Here's the team. There's Alan. Yeah, I know. The thing is, there's nobody outside Butland, Tavernier are 100%. For all Tavernier has his mistake, he still works hard. See if all those players can play 100%. We're gubbing hat them. That's the thing. There's nobody playing even, most of them are not even 80%, but the actual team unit that they're getting there. But that's the thing that worries me. We're getting there. We're not convincing. And we've got a loss in us. We've got a defeat in us.
We're 100%. But we also can't forget at 7:15 tonight on BBC Scotland, we will find out who we're facing in the Scottish Cup.
Really? 7:15, 7:15. That's 2:15 my time. I'll probably. You know what I mean. But
couple of good results yesterday from the Scottish Cup. Hamilton Juniors beat Edinburgh City, which was probably the shock of the day.
Okay.
Going into the game, they had no chance. I went along and watched Ben Bird play Montrose.
Okay, right.
They get beat, but there's a good couple of games that we could get. Easy, don't get me wrong, easy games. There's quite a few of them. Well, games that you would consider easy.
Yeah.
All the Premiership games as well. We could get. We are
It'd be good to-
number 26.
It would be good to get. There we go. I was about to say something like Ketley Hearts. I mean, I'm going to assume that's a John's local team. I wouldn't mind playing a team like that. It gives them, us going there. They would probably show that in the telly. That sorts that team out for 4 or 5 years financially. You know what I mean? The pubs in the area make a few quid. And the chippies after the game. I don't mind stuff like that at all. Yeah. But see, let's be.
I would like to play Carmel and Juniors. I'd like us or Celtic to play them because that'll sort their team out, basically.
Right.
Obviously, they are a junior team, but that'll sort them out for God knows how long.
Yeah, it's a local tie fruit, man. This is awesome. Yeah, but then again, let's be honest. Let's get a home game at Ibrox against Cove Rangers and beat them 27-0.
Even them will probably still struggle.
Who's it we struggled against? Was it Rafe Rovers, wasn't
it? We struggled against Falkirk a couple of years ago.
No, who was it this season? We did beat them, but they scored twice against them. Was it Wraith?
Alloa,
was it? I'm thinking Wraith because Dougie Emery's gone from Morton to Wraith as a manager. I'm not.
I do want to say that the way Green at Morton has treated Dougie Emery's shocking. And the whole of Scottish football should be behind Dougie Emery.
Oh, listen, Dougie's one of my best mates. I've met Dougie, and Dougie's a bear. Dougie's a die-hard Rangers man. He was a season ticket holder during 9 in a row, and he's a gentleman. I've only met him once, but I talked to him on Instagram, and he obviously, I don't want to dwell on it too much. He lost, they lost a baby and all that. Him and his beautiful partner. But I've not really. I wouldn't ask him because he wouldn't tell me. But he
to do with the sensitive topic is the reason that they got rid of him.
He's through Wraith, and I think he's quite a promising manager. I'm not going to say he's going to be the Rangers manager one day, but I think he's come out of Hamilton straight into management, and he's never been unemployed. You know what I mean? And he's a gentleman. He's a real nice guy. Because I met him with Greg, one of my best mates, Greg, that I've got up to no good war since 1986. He golfs with him and all that. Real good play. Real good. But it was in Scotland. I can remember the playoff against England years ago. You might have been a bit younger. Well, you were a bit younger. I think it was Lee Griffiths scored the 2 goals at the end of the game, But I was at that with him, and he was just a nice guy. He was getting recognised, and the Motherwell fans hated him, because he was one of them. But because remember he kept scoring against Rangers. I said, "What? See when you play Rangers?" He says, "Honestly, see when I play Rangers, it's some of the best games I play all season." You know what I mean? Even though it's his team, but he's got to be professional. At the end of the day, Hamilton played his wages, and he was a good. He was a solid player. Obviously never made it to Rangers and all that, but he was a good football player. And apparently. One of our other mates, Brian, knows somebody at Lars, and he says, Dougie knows this game inside out, man. He's a real smart guy, I know.
Hamilton there. Hamilton are in deep shit.
Aye.
Every chance they're done.
I think so, I don't see any team go.
John Rankin spoke to Clive One yesterday and said that he was having to chase for payments and stuff like that.
Right.
For his players, not even just for himself. I think they're gone, and I hate to say it because they've always been a sort of good team.
Cheers, John. I know Asgard. I know it's like The thing is, when players aren't playing well, you just say, well, hopefully this time this is the one where we see the player that he is, because there is a good football player in there. You know what I mean? It's just, aye. What's Ian saying? Tav doesn't get managers sacked. The managers gets managers sacked. Tav has got nothing to do with that. I don't. I never like this when people say this. Tav's got nothing to do with managers getting sacked. It's a manager gets him sacked.
Tav puts his all out for this football club. It's not him getting a manager sacked at all. No. He does everything in his power to play well. I don't think there's ever been a game where he's tried to take his foot off the gas at all. He's put his all in for the last 10 years. It's ridiculous. Anybody saying that he gets them sacked.
He does it. I know. There's another guy. There's a guy I grew up with. Sid's on he's on the Albion North oil platform. I actually grew up with Sid. I used to be a Celtic fan before Souness came as well. So anyone that knows Sid was a Celtic fan. But then he changed it. But what's good? I think we've said, Tam, I want to have say 1 more year contract, not as a starter, but as a squad player. You know, I mean, and I'm quite sure Tav would gladly hand the captaincy over to somebody and just help with a handover, you know, and help bring in, like again, we said, especially the young players when they move to Glasgow, he shows them around Glasgow, say, go and eat here. Here's where a nice flats are. Look, come up. He'll watch Saturday night football with him in the house. I know for a fact he's done that with a few of the youngsters. You know, Tav's wife's cooked him a nice meal and they've just sat and talked, probably not talked too much about Rangers, just talked about life. You know, there's things like that. And yeah.
When
absolutely. His mistakes are highlighted. Tav's almost like a goalkeeper. When he makes a mistake, it's highlighted. But when he does his job, you're like, well done. The crosses and all that, you know. And the thing is, see, people want to be his corners, and I get it. But the thing is, the trick is to get it past the first man. But everyone knows that, because if you get it past that first man, I mean, it's an art. That's what they try to do. But yeah,
people also forget he's scored more goals in European competitions than Aaron McCoist.
And that's just frightening, man.
He's a right back.
Aye.
He's one.
Here's Baz from Hands Across the Water. There we go. How are you going, Baz?
Can you hear me all right?
Loud and clear. I'm going to have to put the volume down.
I'm on the iPhone, you see, if nothing else with me.
Oh no, you're loud and clear. But we're just talking about Tav. I know you. The thing is, I know you're not a fan of Tav, are you, Baz?
Well, I just think his best days are behind him, to be honest, Frankie.
Yeah, aye. So the Baz is from Hands Across the Water. Go and like those two gentlemen, because you know, our Northern Ireland fans are. I mean, yeah, we all know. But the thing about I want to have for Baz is the handover this period. Not as a captain, you know, I would happily, and I think he would happily hand over the captaincy as well to somebody. Just be around the club. It's like I said, he takes young players into his house on a Monday night, watches Monday night football, Aston Villa, Palace. The wife cooks a meal and he just tells them about Glasgow life and stuff like that. That's the little things that we don't know about, we forget about. And I've been told that's what he's done to a lot of players. Not necessarily the younger players, like he may have done it to the Ant-Man and that. You know, he does captain's duties because Tav, let's be honest, he's an honorary Glaswegian now. His kids are Glaswegian. You know, so, and listen, and I think Tav, I've just said, you might not have heard me say it, Tav's like a goalkeeper. When he makes the mistakes, they're extremely highlighted. But when he does his good stuff, it's like, aye. But I do get why Tav is, gets his stuff. But yeah.
But to be fair though, Frankie, you know, he's probably been one of the better players in the last recent weeks. So I'll give him that. Like,
he's never injured and he never hides.
Baz, what's your thoughts on what you expecting?
Yeah.
So today,
yeah,
I'm not fussing Asgard now playing. I think we're lack a bit of pace there with him. Although I posted earlier there about Bergerami, I think this could be a good game for him if it opens up. He looks hungry. The last couple of times I've seen him, he looks hungry. We're still a wee bit susceptible to that ball over the top, and that worries me with the two centre halves. There's not much pace there. But see, to be honest with you, Tom, I think we can get the job done today. I really do. It mightn't be pretty, but I honestly think Danny Rowe will get the 5 in a row. I really do.
Because he's done what he said he was going to do in the league: win ugly. And I think I even said in your podcast, Baz, next year we can worry about, next season we can worry about maybe a bit more fancier football. Right now, he's got to make do the best with the tools he's got, and the tools he's got are crap, and he's winning football matches in the league. You know what I mean? And what encourages me is what happens when he gets the players that he wants that are a lot better. What's that gentleman going to do to us? You know what I mean? That excites me.
Exactly. He can't do much more. I mean, if you take European football, we all knew that was going to be a bit of a bum deal this season. But 4 wins out of 4, and to be honest with you, see the game away at Easter Road, that was a big one. That was a good start. That
was the one we were all thinking we could, and we went with them. We got away with one at Dundee. Like I say, if we had played that second half. We did it Dundee. Hibs would have at least scored 1. But that's football. You can say what ifs all day and all night. You know what I mean? So we'll just hope today that Hibs, is it still 2-1 with Hibs? Aye. Yeah. So if we could do with Hibs taking a point off them. Because I said the day, we're 3 weeks away from being top of the league the way it could be. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Well, do you know the thing about it is, if the momentum sticks and we get till the next Old Firm game, it is going to be huge. It is going to be absolutely massive. And let's be honest, that the old Jam Tarts have sort of come off the rails a wee bit, which was sort of expected. And then ones across the city, they're just about getting wins themselves. So, I honestly, if we can keep the wins together, I'm not saying we're going to win the title, but I certainly think we can mount a challenge. And if we can get some players in January, sure, you never know.
Yeah. Again, the player that we all shout about, Gogic, get Gogic. You know.
Yeah. Well, put it this way: when you look at Giga, Gogic is a far better centre half in Scottish football than he'll ever be.
Yeah, and he can also move into midfield as well. He can dribble with the ball. He can play a wee bit of football. He just, and he's got the old head on him. And I think he's 31 or 32. That means we have got a minimum of 3 solid seasons with him. Minimum.
Yeah.
As long as the old cliche, as long as he doesn't get injured. But yeah,
Barry Ferguson says the bread and butter is the league.
Absolutely.
So you have to. We've done it years ago with Big Marvin Andrews. We brought Big Marvin in. Nobody expected him to do anything. He came from Livingston. He wasn't going to be a top player or anything, but he gave Rangers an edge. He gave Rangers a belief, and that's what we need in that team.
Because I tell you, I tell this story all the time. Hong Kong, when they were out the 9 in the row mob, they were playing. It was a 7-a-sides, and Marvin Andrews. We all know Marvin Andrews, like he was a gentleman and he was lovely. He beat you church that morning in Hong Kong and everything, and he was just a friendly guy. Doesn't drink, and then see when he went on that pitch. By the way, that was an animal.
Yeah.
And this was friendlies. I remember, I think he had a 50-50 with Carlton Palmer. I think Carlton Palmer's still in the air. And that was like 8 years ago. You know what I mean? He was a total, it was a different, I don't want to use it, it was a total different person. You know what I mean? It was unbelievable. Same with me, Charlie Miller. I'll never forget that in Hong Kong as well. These guys, they never lose the will to win.
And you know something, and the same can be said for young Connor Barn. He's exactly that model of player.
He's not going to get the balloon door, but he'll run his socks off all game. Yeah. Like the old school silent Sam, And if Connor Barron gets a run of games and stays in the team the rest of the season, he could be player of the year.
Absolutely.
Because I think player of the year right now as a goalie.
And that's half the problem. The goalkeeper is the player of the year at the minute.
And that's not good. I remember that was something my old man always told me. Sorry, Tam, if the goalkeeper's man of the match, that's not a good sign.
You can see with Barron, anything he does it with passion. He does it for love of the shop. He doesn't shy away from it. and that's what I want to see from my centre mid. He goes in to any tackle, not caring if he breaks his leg, not caring if he breaks somebody else's leg. It's just everything he can do to win the ball and win the game. And he controls it. He controls the game from midfield, and that's what we've been needing. Nico Raskin was that player, but he kind of came off the boil a wee bit. But now's Barnes' time to show that.
Well, your problem with Nico Raskin is Nico Raskin's coming up here. He's only a year and a half left in his deal. If Rangers don't make a move here in January to move him on, or at least sign him on a contract extension, well, the thing about Raskin is he's going to put himself in much jeopardy. He's not going to do that, and you could lose a wee edge, Tillemar.
I know the thing for me for Raskin, this is a World Cup year. Belgium have qualified for the World Cup, right?
Yeah.
You would have thought he wants to confirm his place in that World Cup squad. You know what I mean? He's been a disappointment because we all know what happened. I come back that one game after the Falkirk with Martin was outstanding, and since then he's been at best average.
But you know the thing is, Frankie, you see in the Belgium team, he's not the star. He's not the player they look towards to be the best player on the night. At Rangers, we look at him to be the star of the show. So in Belgium, he tends to get there is better players around him for a start. Much more quality, and he can find. People talk about Nico Raskin's passes, but sometimes if the other players aren't coming into good positions, then it makes it harder for Raskin to do that pass.
That's a point as well. Yeah, there is that, and it's weird how a wee guy's scoring with headers and all. you know what I mean? But I just think he needs to step up a wee bit more.
Yeah, I agree.
The way I see it is, good players, which Rasmus says, can play in bad teams, and they may be the standout, but they can sort of go under the radar. It's even a good players in a good team, that's when they shine. Realistically, they're surrounded by the players that help them with their play style. They will continue to move up, but when Raskin has absolute dross around them, there's not much more we can actually ask for.
No. And a lot of it with Rangers right now, it's the attitude. A lot of them, it's like, I don't give a shit. You know what I mean? It's like and the thing is, if these guys are wanting to use us as a stepping stone, and listen, 90% of the football clubs around the world are a stepping stone. You know, I mean, let's think that Raskin, if you want to move to the English Premiership to a Everton sort of level or something like that, you need to up your game.
I agree, but you see, whilst he's doing it in the world stage for Belgium, most clubs will not worry about Scotland. That's the issue. They'll not worry about it. Of course. If you can play next to Kevin De Bruyne and all these top world class players, if you can do it there, they'll just say, well, it's Scottish football. They'll not do a comparison. If you put Nico Raskin in a team like a Man City team, he would probably look good. It's a real difficult one with Raskin. Although in saying that, Frankie, he did play well last season for 6 months with players that weren't great around him either.
I know that's a good point. The World Cup for me. Yeah, but it's still not for me as well. It's still personal pride. I want to go out there and play a game of football because they're living a dream. None of them are Rangers fans. Apart from Conor Barron, none of them are great. But they because we've all. I think we said this in your podcast. See, when that whistle goes, we don't care how much our players played. The player doesn't care how much they're paid. They just want to go and kick your football. They want to because. Ibrox is brutal, but see if you're playing well, Ibrox is the best place in the world to play. We're right behind those players when they play well.
110%. And we talked recently there about Philippe Sebo. Philippe Sebo came to Ibrox, wasn't any good, let's be honest. But see, because he gave 110%, the fans always endeared themselves to him.
Yeah, he just tried his nuts off. That's all you want. Like I was at my local derby last night in Rome, which is fantastic. Go and have a watch of the YouTube video of it. It's quite interesting. Just the way the fans, especially at the end of the game, it's quite strange what they do. But these guys. I mean, you'll see the few clips it's got. There's a lot of European and Africans. They just tried their nuts off. Every single one of them. The standard of football. It's probably like mid-level, not English Championship, but the next one down. But I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was a local derby, but it was just all you want players to play the hardest. Work your socks off, like this gentleman's saying, like Andrew here's saying. That's it. The rest will follow. Aye.
Yeah. It's a good starting point anyway, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, I know. But the thing is, see when people say the players don't play for the shirts, that finished in 1986 when we signed England captain. You know what I mean? He didn't come there to play for, listen, your Barry Ferguson's, your Alan McCoy snap will play for the shirt for a certain time. But if a big offer had come in for them back in the day, like double their money, they'd have been off as well. You know what I mean?
Well, if you look at Ramsey, when Aaron Ramsey came to Rangers, he wasn't coming to play for Rangers because he wanted to play. He wanted to play for Rangers. He came because he was getting a good deal and he was getting himself back in the window again. I mean, when you transfer certain players into your club, some can have personal agendas set aside, regardless of Ibrox. It doesn't really matter.
I think Butland's here for not to play for the Jazz. I think Butland's. He's here for the right reasons, you know. I mean, he knows his England career's over. He probably quite likes Glasgow, you know. I mean, I think there's a thing there with him like that.
I would say when he initially came, it was probably in more regards to the English national team, and the fact that he's realised now he's not going to get into it. I think he's endeared himself to say, "I'm at Ibrox and I'm all in." I think that's what Butland. I think that's there's two sides to that story. I think.
Very well said. What do you think, Tam? Yeah. Sorry?
Butland will be here until he retires, I think.
Possibly. Yeah.
He knows that he can play at this level and he can play comfortable at this level. Don't get me wrong, I know he wants to challenge himself. So Europe's probably the challenge for him.
Yeah.
But he knows that he can play well. He can earn a wage, a pretty decent wage at that. And he'll play every week. I think he just wants to play football. I don't think he cares about anything else anymore. He just wants to play football. I like anymore.
And I think like this, Andrew here's saying, and from what I understand, I mean, I don't. At the end of the game, when they leave the Copland Road, they go to their cars. Apparently, he is there and will sign every single autograph, every single photo, and someone will sign once and bugger off. Whereas and he'll talk, and he's quite an intelligent guy as well. You know. He's a leader. He's a leader. But as you know yourself, it's not often that the captain gets the goalie's a captain. It's just because he's a goalkeeper. You know.
I had a chat with Jack for a couple. I had one at Dundee away with and there was about there's about 20-30 people. With Dundee away, we just won. Def's got a hat-trick. And the bus was there and he was getting sort of hurried up to go on the bus. And he said to them, "Look, these fans have come up here. They've waited to see their players, so we will wait and we'll talk to them."
Absolutely, yeah.
It's just a nice guy overall. Obviously, I've only had a limited interactions with him, but it seems like he just like he cares.
And at the same time, though, I think a lot of to contradict ourselves here. At the same time, if we get a new goalkeeper next season, I wouldn't be gutted.
Nah.
You know what I mean? He saved us this year. He saved us the other day.
Does it every week?
I think I think the transition for Greasy to him was quite good as well.
Is that parade walking past?
Right, lads, I'm going to have to rock and roll here because the match is about to start and
exactly.
I gotta go.
Okay, right. Me as well, Tam. Right. Tam will probably come on after the match, all right, Tam, and we'll see you after, all right? Thank you, gentlemen, for joining in. Thanks for listening. Cheers.
Cheers. Bye.
Bye.